I'm not sure that's necessary, but anyway, hello everybody. Thanks for being here. It is tomorrow's the big ghoul time. Kids are all excited. Um, anyway, on the poster you see 3 feet from gold. That's what I believe. And what that means is there's a lot of people that dig, and right at the end, right at the very end, they give up. And it's then that it wasn't very much farther and they would have made it. Nothing easy, nothing good comes easy. We know that's the case. And even though we know it, we kind of forget and think it's different for us. It's the same for everybody. The cool thing about Onpassive, and I weighed all the what's going on. What does it cost me and you in Onpassive? What is the big cost? You know what the big cost is? To have faith and trust in a man that gave us a reason to have faith and trust, and have patience. Patience is part of it. I know people say, is something going to happen? A week before this, Chris tells me every day. I want to let something everybody know. If you don't feel this is what we heard and what we believe, and knowing what happened, I don't want you to be fairy tale. I don't believe in fairy tales. Proof. I'm going to give you proof. The proof is millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars were spent on our behalf to try to build something that would change our lives forever. Not for a week, not for a month, not for 90 days, not for 6 months, our lives and our children's life. Realistically, if you think about that massive amount of change, it's going to be difficult and it's going to take time. And the only thing that I have to give is I need to be the wind beneath Ash's wings. We all do. We need to have faith and follow him and trust him. He's doing all the heavy stuff. We don't have governments after us. We don't have people lying about us. We don't have people reaching in our back pocket while you're giving money from your front pocket. I mean, the guy that gives more than anybody I've ever met in my life, and this isn't blowing air up anybody's dress, okay? The facts are, go by the facts. Who else in your life, I don't care who you are, India, Africa, Indonesia, Vietnam, Korea, China, I don't care, anybody, give me a name of somebody that goes out of their way, including a family member, I'll take anyone, goes out of their way, spends all their waking time plus some time and money and effort to build something for us to change our life. I'm not going to wait that long, but you know my email. Send it. I got to know because I want to hook into everybody that's that way. I know no one. 64 years on this planet, I know no one but Mr. Mufareh and his family. No one. I don't even get it. It is so bizarre to me that a guy would go through all this crap for us for what? And people say, oh, well, maybe he's greedy. If he is, it's not under the definition of the dictionary. Somebody's constantly sucking money out of your pocket and not giving anything back. We paid one price. He gave it back, and we had O Connect for over a year. What's that come out to? $5 a month? What else happened? When we didn't have it, he paid for other things so that we could communicate all the time. Always be together. Always build each other up. If you can't do logical math, the process of deduction of everything that happened, I can't help you. And nor do I want to. I don't want to help people that just don't see. I mean, you're shining. Look at the light, the sun in the sky. Look how bright that is. You see it? I don't see any sun. We're done. You look up and can't see the sun. I'm done. I can't help you. I don't want to. I don't want to waste my time. Now, if you're somebody, you see something a little bright there, I'm going to work with you as hard as I can. I will work for you as hard as you do. Guarantee it. I can't spend any more time doing what I'm doing. I can't. But I'm doing it for people that care and really want something different. Because for me, that's the most powerful thing of this company is the people. But for people, some people, this didn't happen. I'm not waiting anymore. Don't wait. I don't even know what that means. Listen, if you look up wait and you think of it like I do, if I said I'm not waiting for Onpassive, that means I'm going to go do the other thing I had in mind. I don't have anything else in mind. And if you do, and it's going to give you what you heard about here, go do it. If you can go somewhere right now with something that will change your life, and the owner of whatever company that is has your best interest at heart, has been beat up, people robbing, people stealing, people lying about how Onpassive works. Some of us did that. And yet he's still there and he's still trying to help us and he's not giving up. Go. I want to know who it is. I'll join 3 people like that if I could. They're not there. There's one. Ask Mufareh. But if you have anxiety about, I don't think this is going to happen, okay, keep that to yourself. Nobody needs to hear it. If you believe that way, there's nothing I can do about it. And guess what? I'm not trying to change your mind. Oh, people are going to be hurt. People are going to think this. Marty, if you say you're having a great day, they're going to think they're getting money. Marty, if you smile too much, they're going to think. I don't give a crap what people think. I have no control over what people think. Do you? I'll ask anybody here. Do any of you have anything to do with how people think? No. You can tell them what you know. And if I'm wrong, don't listen to me. I'm not going to go to a webinar or go to a company where I don't believe anything said. I believe it's all a scam, which I don't know what kind of scam this is. A scam that doesn't collect money and only ask you to take the journey, have faith, and trust in the person doing it. We don't pay a monthly fee. But when you say I'm tired of waiting, then go to your other plan. Maybe you have 6 of them. Maybe number 1 was Onpassive, and then you got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go to number 2. Go for it. Then if that don't work, go to number 3. For me, I have no other plan. I'm not looking for another plan. There is no other plan. And by the way, I'm going to say this again. This isn't about making people feel bad. I could build teams of tens of thousands of people in just about any company online with Mike and Dan. I'm not just saying it. I've done it. Why am I here? Because I know you can do it now. I know now that whatever team that we put together, everybody has the same playing field. Everybody gets the same pitch. It's not a screwball. It's not a slider. It's not a fastball. It's a beach ball, and you got a freaking telephone pole to hit it. We're all going to win. And if we have to wait to get that, I think we probably do. Right? Anything this good, if it's half as good as it sounds, it's going to take time. Why had people die? I had people get sick, and they're not going to be able to see it. That's life. If you didn't know about the journey, I'm going to give you an example. Let's say December 1st, this company launches. All the bugs have been taken out. All the crap that happened. We don't know nothing about it. Nothing. December 1st, something comes up and we hear about this company and we sign up and we see, oh, wow, this is amazing. We're in like Flint. I wasn't waiting. I just happened to be 64. In 1 month, I'll be 65. Wow, thank God I found this. You're not going to think about journey. You're not going to think about nothing. I wasn't in the boardroom with Apple when they were making the Apple phone. or the iMac. Now, I guarantee when they had the concept of a plan to the actual phone they put on and they were doing demos on, you think that happened the first time they did it? Just a question. You think the phone came out, 4 guys put it together, they did it, clicked the button, it was fine, and they sold it to the market and made a $1 trillion company out of it? Yeah, I believe that happened. Come on. And of course it didn't happen. It took years and years and years and years. We're way ahead of the time. Bad things happen. Why? So that we can get the good things. When bad things happen, you learn from it. Ash knows that. As bad as it was, you know what he knows now? Now I know this is what we need. This is what I've been looking for. And that's good for us. So if you have anxiety about something that is nonsense, absolute nonsense. I believe this, I believe. If you believe something positive, share it. If you believe something negative and nobody can really help you, why don't you keep it to yourself? It doesn't make sense to share crap. Guess what? I don't believe this. Okay, good. What about you? What are you talking about? Are we comparing notes? I think this is no good. I think it's worthless, and I don't feel like waiting. 6 months later, same conversation. I don't like this. I don't feel like waiting. I'm going to move on. You said you were moving on 6 months ago. Go. You're not going. There's nowhere to go. You're in the best shape of your life. It's coming. We're 3 feet from gold. If any of us, including me, I'm talking to my fat ass too, if I could have made this quicker, if big boned Marty from New Jersey could have done this in a month, I'd have done it. Guess what? Nobody could have done it in a month. We had to take that journey to be worth what we're going to have. You won't believe this. I went out back cleaning up dog crap, and I found 500 pounds of pure gold. You believe that? It doesn't happen. They dig and dig and dig and dig and work and sweat, and some people pass away, some people get sick, that's life. The only difference between that and Onpassive is we have the potential of living our dreams and a hope we would have never had any other time. We wouldn't have had it. The option wouldn't have been there. Yeah, but I could just not be waiting. What? You could not be waiting? Yeah, okay, don't wait. I don't know what you mean. I don't even know what that means. I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of not having to do anything. Okay, go do push-ups. Jog in place. Run backwards. I don't know. Go do something. Yeah, I feel bad. Things happen. I'm struggling too, okay? As much as a lot of people here. Probably more than some. I guarantee this. There's billions struggling more than anybody on this camera or on this show. All we have to do, and this is the most valuable thing to ask right now, is you. He loves the idea that everybody has the support and they're backing them. We got a few people that just can't do it. They want to say something. Their anxiety and they don't have. I don't know what it is they don't have. Well, I don't understand. Of course you don't understand. If you understood, you'd be building this company. I don't understand either. I don't know why it takes so long. I don't either. I don't know why it takes so long to make the perfect business so that 1 million people can dream bigger and live the rest of their life in the pursuit of happiness and paying off debt and maybe moving and maybe having a life that they only dreamt of. I don't know why that wouldn't be in a week. I don't know why that wouldn't be sooner. It's such a simple task. Come on, let's be happy. Look, I'm sorry. I feel sorry for people that dwell in that, making excuses like throwing death on Mr. Mufareh. My uncle died. Yeah, so did mine. My brother died. So did mine. My other brother died. So did mine. My brother died in '68. I can't believe Mr. Mufareh didn't make this 3 years before he was born. My other brother died in a car accident in 1971. Okay, he wasn't even a thought yet. Freaking ass. Why wasn't he born earlier? Why did? Come on, it's life. This is what happens. When this thing is done, even the ones that are complaining every day, there's nothing wrong with being anxious. I get it. But turn your anxiousness into something else. Move forward, work on you. Because there's so much you can do. We haven't begun yet. I hear people just worried about, well, I don't have this and I don't have that. Nobody knows who we are yet. Me and Chris had this discussion. Oh, Marty, you're lucky. You know, everybody know you got a big YouTube. I ain't got squat. I'm a fat dude in New Jersey and just that likes to talk. But I got one thing. I believe from the bottom of my heart that I'm in something that will change the world, and I'm going to push that as hard as I can till the day I die. And I believe we're following somebody that can make that happen. And I believe amongst all of that, above all of that, the God I believe in is on our side. And you might say, yeah, well, why is it taking so long? I don't know. Why did he have David pick up 5 stones and fight this monster called Goliath? And David wasn't even a big guy. Why? It's life. It's what happens. Why did he have Noah build an ark in a dry land for 100 years? You don't take people made from you, idiot. What do you do? I can't believe you're out here building something out of wood. There's not even water around here. I don't know. But if you want something great, you have to put up with the time. Time makes the difference. And we're all learning. I learned one thing. We wouldn't have done Shine the Light and me being able to meet all these new people since June, July, August, September, October, going on November, 5 months, if we didn't have this issue happen. And I wouldn't have wanted to give up those 5 months for nothing. I found out about people. I love people. I look at the good in people, even though there's some nasty ass people walking around. There is. But I'm not going to let one bad apple discourage me against everybody else. I wish you could feel better about it. I wish you get, I know you have anxiety. I know you're running low on money. I know you're barely surviving. That has nothing to do with this company or Mr. Mufareh. Nothing. Nothing. He said, when I can, and it's done, I'm going to give you something that will change your life. He never said tomorrow. He doesn't know. But do I believe we're 3 foot from gold? I think we're 1 foot from gold, truthfully. I really do. First time I've been in this company where I think we're about to, I think all the stuff hit the fan. You know what I mean by stuff, right? And I think we're right there. And now, very soon, we're gonna have a chance to fix the downside of humanity. One is, why are people hungry? About $30 billion would end it. 30 billion in a world that has 400 trillion floating around. 30 billion, nobody'd be hungry. You know what it costs to make a well? A well for a whole community? Everything. Solar, people working there to run it, 100 grand. And yet we have people walking miles and miles and miles to drink water that might kill them. And we have other people spending millions and millions and millions of dollars a day just for fun. I don't mind people enjoying their lives, but we need to focus. We are our brother's keeper. We are looked at on how did we treat one another. And I believe Onpassive is its brother and sister's keeper. And we have 2% to do, not 98, 2%. Walk away with a paintbrush and a small can of paint, and let's paint the world in a better color. I want to play one video that I did about the water and drilling wells. And I'm not being negative right now. I'm just trying to get bang in people's head what you want. If you want small, it'll happen quick. I've been in 50, 60 companies. They happen quick. Longest pre-launch thing was 30 days. And I thought that was the end of the world. But guess what? 90 days later, it was done. And we spent hundreds of dollars, thousands maybe, on advertising and marketing and building relationships with people only to get kicked in the head. And later on, about a year later, no, I didn't go to it. That same business relaunched with a different name, a new bow on the box, and they did it again. And thousands of people joined them. I have to wait. I can't afford to play those games, and neither can you. And when we go, you'll forget about all this. Yes, bad things happen. Life is not easy. This is just a resting area until we move on. I believe that. So we're about to see some really good things. So just hold your horses. Anyway, here's a video that I wanted to play.
Well for drinking water in Africa. The cost to drill a water well in Africa varies significantly depending on factors such as the depth required to reach water, the terrain, the availability of resources, and the location. On average, standard borehole drilling. Basic wells can cost between $3,000 and $15,000 for a hand pump operated well. The price depends on depth, soil composition, and other logistical needs. Deeper mechanized wells. For deeper wells or those needing mechanized pumps, the cost can increase to $15,000 to $30,000 or more. Community water systems. Systems designed for larger communities or that require extensive piping and solar-powered pumps can cost upwards of $50,000 to $100,000. Additionally, project costs include surveying, community education, maintenance, and management, which are essential for the well's sustainability. With our family in this company, this is a simple goal for us.
Anyway, just wanted to play that. And that's one thing. No matter how much I wait for this company, which I think is going to be life-changing more than I could imagine. Look how powerful a well would be in a big village somewhere in Africa or Papua New Guinea. Pretty powerful. And I think, when you have the masses of people like us and you put in $10, 500,000 people at $10, that's massive. And it's nothing. We have to do very little to make a big impact. And right now we make a very little impact, very little effort by being loyal and following us. You don't have to do it. That's what I don't understand, the people that say, well, you're just, no, nobody has to be. I don't have to be here. I don't have to do lives. we don't have to do nothing. I've never seen anything that gives this potential and life-changing for me, my family, you guys, you ladies. So I'm not going nowhere. Where the freak am I going to go? And if you think you can go, you would be gone. If you think you had another opportunity, you'd be gone. And some people left and they took the other opportunities. Guess what? This is a secret. Don't tell anybody. 99% of them came back. They're here. They're just a little more quiet. Because the panda died and the desk fell over. And, you get the story, okay? It didn't work out. But no, it's okay. We're human. We do things. Everybody's trying to help their family. But this is a big endeavor. I had put something in here that I wanted everybody to go and leave a comment, if you would. about, I don't know if it came through or not. Let me see. Yeah, there it is. It's in Facebook support. Say something nice to Ash. We did get a little feedback from him, myself and Chris. He's really, really pumped. He did leave a message, and the message said there'll be updates this week. Boom, 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 boom. So I love y'all. May not sound like it, but I'm frustrated because people are frustrated, and putting emphasis on things that don't belong. This happened and put Ash's name to it. What's that got to do with anything? It rained yesterday. Oh, it's freaking Mufarehs. I mean, what? It doesn't make sense. It had nothing to do with the rain. It had nothing to do with me getting sick. It had nothing to do with people that I've lost in my family. It had nothing to do with. There's still the hope there. The hope's never left. I feel bad for people. I know people got it bad, but we stick together even in bad times. I'm going to tell you something. When we get through this, and we visit each other and we spend time together, we're going to have a freaking blast. And all the negative or nasty memories will be gone. They'll be gone. You remember the good things. You remember what we did for each other. So anyway, I want to thank everybody for being here. I'm going to turn it over to Chris. I chatted a lot of stuff going on in my head. And Chris, of course, makes me crazy because he does want to fix everybody, every item, every person, what they think, how they think, when they got up, what they wear for clothes, what they ate, why they ate that. But that's not me. He's just got to calm down. He does care. And it's not about caring too much. He cares. But the problem, people dump on him, and it's not fair. Just, we tell you what we know. The chat is there. If something comes up, this is another thing, and Chris told me to do this because I forget. Subscribe to the channel and ring the bell. I'm telling you, because this is true. I'm going to give you the truth. Believe it or not, Marty, this fat guy in New Jersey, lying mother. No, I'm just kidding. I want to tell you, if something comes out and we're told directly, we'll make a live. I don't care what time it is. We've done it. And if you ring the bell and subscribe, you'll get a ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling when we make the live. Just letting you know. And I was thinking, and that's Chris with somebody skydiving naked or some crap. But anyway, here's Chris.
You just had to bring that one up, didn't you? Hold on. Got to turn on the old juice machine there. Good morning, Marty DeGarmo. I love you. Great talk. Lots of stuff. Man, I have so many things written down today I wanted to talk about, but my mindset changed a little bit. I want to first say my happy birthdays. David Pigot, happy birthday. Brian Brennan, happy birthday. Randy Sponseller Johnson, great name, by the way. Happy birthday. Alan Bowden, happy birthday. Darva Shane, happy birthday. Samuel Lungsford, Jennifer Bloomberg, and Indita, happy birthday to you. I hope you guys have a great day. I want to say that the prayers that are going out for Robin are amazing. We had a conversation with her last night, and needless to say, she was laughing. We had her laughing pretty hard. She needs that, so send her words of encouragement. She's really doing good. Her spirits are pretty high up there for what she's going through, so keep her in your prayers and everyone else in your prayers. Marty, it's funny that you said it because that 3 feet from gold, sorry, 3 feet from gold. It was funny because everyone knows I like to metal detect. Now, I don't metal detect like I used to. I'm slowly getting back into it. And I remember I was in about 3 hours in the metal detecting. I was getting tired. I was swinging, digging a lot of trash, finding coins. And there was another gentleman at this park, and I seen he had a metal detector like mine, and he started talking to me. I said, yeah, well, I think I'm going to call it a day. And he was 2 feet, I would say 3.5 feet from me. And I was going that way, but I had turned my detector off, and I hear ding, 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 ding. And I look up at him. He goes, oh, boy, he digs it. He digs this beautiful little gold ring. Beautiful ring. We love finding rings when we're metal detecting. And, of course, I'm like, if you just would have in 5 minutes more, you would have got that. But I was happy that he found it. And isn't that true in life? If you think back in your life's history, I guarantee every one of you have one of those moments where you kind of stopped when you wish you would have kept going because there was something big a few feet, 10 feet from you. And like, wow, I'll say this one. How many times have you been walking in a supermarket or when I was a kid, I was walking in a flea market. I was 8 or 10 years old with my grandfather. He loved flea markets. That's a place where little fleas go shopping, by the way. And we're walking, and I can see in the distance, that looks like money on the ground. And everyone's walking over it. And I didn't run. I just kept walking. Oh, someone will get it. And 10 people walked right over this money. I got to it. I picked it up. It was, I think, $35, which to me was like I was a millionaire at 8 years old. Looked around, didn't see anyone, lost it, or someone wasn't looking for it. But I'm thinking, if I just would have veered this way or veered this way or went back that way, I never would have seen that money. Nobody ever claimed it. I claimed it, told my grandpa about it, and he was crazy. You really found that? I said, here it is. I'm 8 years old. I don't hold a job. So you just never, ever know. Now, I was up till 2 a.m, 2 to 5 I slept, woke up, and I'm going to tell you why I can't sleep. Number one, this is the most important thing that I've ever done in my life. And I've done quite a few things in my life. But this is the most important because it's not just about me. It's about a lot of people. And I'm talking about a lot of people. So my brain is constantly spinning and turning of different ways, different ideas. How do you give people excitement when they have doubts, which is one of my hardest things to do? And Marty's right. It's not that I want to fix everyone. I want to tell people just to pull that negative out of their head and just think positive. Now, perfect example, Christmas. And this is what I wasn't going to talk about. Marty brought it out of me. Christmas time. Everyone's cheerful, happy. And I always said my whole life, I wish everyone was as cheerful at Christmas time throughout the whole year. Okay. I watched today because Ash threw something in the back of the OES, which I am very grateful for that. But the people that were sending me negative messages were now, oh, hey, why? Let me tell you something. And I mean this, and I'm being aggressive about it. Every one of you should be excited every day, whether there's an update in the office or not. Because this is very, very important that's going to happen in your lifetime. So I do get a little mad. I see some beautiful comments in the chat today, which is completely awesome. Oh, hey, but I want you to have that positive emotion every single day about Ash Mufareh, about this company, and don't go negative. Don't go negative because I see a lot of people do it on a daily basis. So I always say live your life like Christmas is every day. Be cheerful. Hey, Merry Christmas. Hey, Happy Holidays. Hey, you need a buck? Why can't we do that all the time? So, and this is one of the things that's been going through my mind is how do we keep people positive and something that's so positive? And that's the weird part. I don't understand it. I guess I have the hard time thinking of, I'm very excited about this and I don't know why other people can't. But again, people are people and that's what we do. So Marty talked about a lot of great people yesterday. And I love entrepreneurs. I love people that turn something from nothing to something. And I read I read a ton of stories last night about people, and I'll bring those up later in the weeks because I don't want to talk about it today. But every single one of them says you have to have a drive that's unstoppable. It's hard work, constant going at it. Don't worry about what people say to you or say, no, but you got to keep going. Every one of them. I wanted my drive to be unstoppable. And anyone that got in my way, because I wanted to do this, I knew it was going to work. Staying positive. That's Ash Mufareh. Okay. His drive is unstoppable. His demeanor is, as he said in the OES first updates, I don't care what anyone says. Words are words. He had a good positive message. And I'm not telling you go look at it in your OAS. Okay. What is that? I got Chris. What does the OES mean? It means exactly that. He said he's going to have an update this week. What it is, we don't know. But I'm excited. But I was excited the day before where I didn't see something new in the OES. Anyway, okay, I'm getting off that horse right now. Stay excited. So what I did is I went through all these people, and then I start thinking about what we, as Americans and some global, what we spend money on. And now this is really weird because I don't even know what got me into this mode. So I start Googling things, and I want to put money in perspective between what we get helping and blah, blah, blah. Listen to this real quick. Americans spend, and I'm not knocking America because I love America. Americans spend about $1 billion on fireworks each year, $1 billion, and it keeps getting better. Now you're going to be blown away by this one. Americans typically spend around $800 billion to $1 trillion on Christmas gifts each year. That's a lot of money, right? Globally, coffee consumption amounts to around $100 billion annually. Now we're already over $1 trillion. Okay. Soft drinks or pop or soda pop. It's a $400 billion a year we pay for it. Here, this is a good one. In the United States, consumers, now these numbers are a lot higher if I went globally. In the United States, consumers spend around $30 billion annually on a gym membership that probably most people go once and they don't use it again. Here, this is Marty's favorite one. Americans spend approximately $6 billion on ice cream. All right. I don't know if you know where I'm going with this yet. Americans spend about $300 billion on fast food. I contributed that for years. I know that one. Candy globally. This is going to blow you away. $200 billion that consumers pay for candy because we love candy, right? These are all enjoyment. Bottled water, $200 billion a year. Lottery tickets, $100 billion a year. Gasoline for the United States to fill up your car, $400 billion a year. $100 billion a year spent on cell phones or cell phone equipment from us. Now listen to me. You say, why am I telling you all these numbers? Because I put it together. When I hear it costs $30 to $50 billion to fix people from not starving, and I see all these things that we spend money on. Now, I'm not telling you not to spend money. If you want a pop, go get it. If you want candy, go get it. If you want to spend Christmas present, go get it. It's for your family. I get it. But I'm just saying, put it in perspective. Now, so then I went a little farther. How many companies make over $50 million a profit a year? Okay. Took me a while. I got some good stuff. There are likely over 60,000 companies worldwide that generate profits exceeding 50 million annually. This is where my thinking comes in. If each company donated $1 million a year from their 50 million plus profits, it would raise $60 billion. Okay, that would be a year. Let's just say it. So I look at it this way: is I don't tell companies what to do, but I'm challenging every company out there. That's just 60 of the big, that's not even the big ones. There's a lot more. We know that. And I do understand people give money, private charities, separate individuals. I've been one of those. I know. But, you know, we rely on, I don't want to knock, I'll say it, governments. We rely on governments. There's actually a thing in here about what governments pay, $160 billion a year to help catastrophes, people starving. But then I looked, it's just not enough because we still have it there. So then I looked at 60,000 companies that make well over $50 million a year profits. And they couldn't donate $1 million a year to help starvation, to help put people in homes. You know, and I get it. I'm not telling you what to do, just the way I think. You understand this? I could raise $100 billion if I really wanted to push this issue. The problem is, just because you got that $100 billion, it doesn't mean anything. Okay? One of the big responsibilities that I personally take is bless. Now, money, I can't just shell out money like that. There has to be a system put in place, and I discussed this with Mufareh about a year ago. We can't just get money. We got to know how to spread it out. We got to find ethical people, smart people, not paid people, okay, that know how to direct where it goes. Every country, every state in America, every region in Africa, P&G, where this is all gets shelled out equally. And this is going to be a lot of work, but it'll be well worth it. And yeah, we have lots of organizations out there, but yet we still have people starving, people dying from no water, people living on the streets. Why? Why, when we got all this money? I just read you a few stats of what people pay for and the trillions of dollars it goes into. All right? Just think about that. And I'm calling every company out in the world right now that's listening. Probably not yet, but they will. I'll be giving you a phone call. I'll be giving you a knock on the door because that's something I truly believe in my heart. If a person that lives on the street, someone gives them $10 and they take that $10 and they go buy a bunch of food for other people living on the street, which is all they had, I'm pretty sure you can cough up $1 million if you're making over $50 million profit a year. Gasoline companies, I've called you out many a times. $1 billion profits. It's time to give back, world. It's time to give back if you're just a person or a company. The goal here is to create the most awesome system in the world that's going to take care of everybody through companies, organizations. My main goal is to bring all these organizations, all the people you hear Marty say, they're already doing it. Bringing those people all together in this company so we can eliminate this stuff. Okay, this is, again, the power of this company, what it's doing, what it's going to do, what it's going to create. Now, again, it's going to be a lot of work. I know what work is. I did it for 40 years of my life. All right, but it was for me. Now I want to turn that around. I know I have a lot of people in here in this company that really want to help out. I told you about prices and what the average prices are in countries. I want you to work on your country. Start putting it out there. We got a new company that's unique and different, and they want to help people with all situations. But again, the system has to be built, designed, no corruption. 100% goes this way. No one person making $2 million a year to feed people. That $2 million a year can go to feed more people. And I get you got to have some kind of income. But usually a person that is that way already, they are pretty set already. All right. Don't let greed let another person go hungry. Don't let greed let another person have to stay on the streets. This company is not about greed. It's about happiness. It's about love, compassion. It's about showing the world that there's a better way. It's about showing the world that we care about everyone no matter what. Welcome to this world. Welcome to this ecosystem. Welcome to some guy named Ash Mufareh who thought about this 20 years ago when he was pretty young. Welcome to a guy who his drive is so hard that he doesn't want to stop, even if he gets knocked down, like the rest of the huge. You will see my opinion 100% in the future. You'll see a lot of stories about Ash Mufareh and what he's did. You will see stories about the foundership, their stories and what they did. The greatest thing for me this morning waking up was I was breathing. Went to bed too, up at 5. I get up, first thing I see, well, we got a new update in the OES. Big smile on my face, but I was already smiling. Then I got to watch Narelle Warcon on her YouTube live today with Kenton Patterson from New Zealand and Australia. Whole bunch of people jumped on there, and that makes me feel good. Here's 2 more individuals who care about their countries. Here's 2 more individuals that want to help change the world. Welcome to this great company, folks. Welcome to this great company, because that's what we're doing. Yes, it's exciting to see what Ash put in the updates. It's a start of another step. I'm excited to see what he's got to say or put in there, but I want you to stay positive. I want you to stay positive no matter what, because this company is happening. Runa texted me the other day from Papua New Guinea. Chris, can you call me? I want you to talk to some of the leaders. I don't need to talk to them. I'm going to give you a message. I sent this to Runa. This company is coming in full force, and it's not going to stop. This company is going to change things that many people say are impossible. Ash does not know the word impossible. Marty DeGarmo does not know the word impossible. Okay. I came into this company with a lot of, I don't know, we'll see. And then I realized what it was about. It was about creating things for the average family, giving them time, giving them freedom. It was about helping the guy that never had a chance or never got a break, or the lady. About helping the single parent out. About helping kids who need help. About helping people, bringing awareness to mental issues, mental situations, and what we can do to change all that. All these great things are coming through this company. I don't care what you say or who you are, or if you want to make fun of me on YouTube for saying it. See, I know this in my heart. The faith that I have for this company is very strong. All right. And that guy up there, he makes sure that that faith stays strong in me, because I do believe that this is a God-fearing company that's going to change people's lives, and it's going to be amazing feat. Marty, I'm good. I love you, brother. Back to you.
Love you too. Yeah, this was nothing that either one of us planned on talking about. But anyway, thank you, everybody. And I've got a secret, and you can pass this on. I'm going to give it up. And listen very close. You can write this down. There's always that silver bullet that people want to know. The power of this company, write it down. I'm not going to say it again. Well, I might. Is you. And if you got a friend or somebody in that's feeling a little down and out, lift them up. We all go through that. But just remember, Ash doesn't ask anything of us, okay? But he loves what keeps him going. And I've heard him say this. This isn't my opinion. This is fact. I'll tell you when it's fact. Is what really drives him is us. And people believing in the cause and following him all the way till the end. So it means a lot to him. It means a lot to me. I know it means a lot to Chris. And Chris, I love you too. We're going to leave here now. I'm going to beat Chris in pool, and then I've got stuff to do. Okay, Chris?
Goodbye, Chris.
Thank you.
Be ready for a butt whooping there, DeGarmo.
Calm
I'm
down.
fired up.
I don't believe in that fantasy world.
Stay
Bye.
fired up, folks.